One of the most beloved indie games of the last decade, Undertale still inspires fans to create unique reimaginings and expansions of the original game by Toby Fox. Fans will recognize most games on this list, but one did make the cut: Overtale. Unfortunately, development on this game stalled out, but the rest of the games on this list are playable now. Some right from your browser on Roblox. Explore new tales about Sans, Toriel, Frisk, Chara, and all the other monsters from Undertale. Bonus: there is even a fan game with PvP and multiplayer. Don't forget to watch today's video to the very end to find out the top 12 best Roblox Undertale games to play in 2021. What is Roblox? Roblox is an online game that allows amateur users to create games on this platform. Roblox players make games by the community using a simple tool that enables them to implement their ideas in games. After making the game, they can publish it on the platform. All of these games are free to play. The Roblox platform allows the user to enjoy games for free, and Roblox roughly contains up to 40 million games, which is a pretty huge library of games on one platform. Roblox was created in 2006, and the game creator is filling it with new games. This is the great edge the Roblox have, which make this platform never boring for the player. That is why many children and adults are amused by the idea of getting a new game on the same platform that engages them and most of the regular player buy a premium membership to enhance their gameplay. What are the top 3 games in Roblox? The top 3 games in Roblox are Adopt Me, Jailbreak, and Meep City. Now let's continue to the top 12 best Roblox Undertale games. Number 12. Memory. This fan game features 3 routes for players, 7 endings, and 3 unique final bosses. It's also one of the only fan games that acknowledges the original Undertale story in a very meta way. Created by Luke LCS, the game even includes an original character in Bucky the Bunny. It sticks out as one of the newest Undertale fan games, as it was published in only September of 2020. But perhaps the best feature of this fan game is the expanded and original dialogue paired with plenty of puzzles to keep players busy. Number 11. Horror Tale. In the fan game Horror Tale, Undyne has now become queen after a long time of neutral rule by Frisk. Her laws cause a famine, driving the monsters mad from starvation and her own torture. Monsters now eat humans rather than harvest their souls. The player embodies another human named Aliza, who is weak and shy, but has a penchant for cruelty. Though you cannot take the genocide route, the player must navigate this dark new underground and survive. The fan comic by Sour Apple Studios inspired the game. The game, in turn, inspired fan art, too. Number 10. Don't forget. The original Undertale is a single-player experience, but don't forget offers players more options. There is PvE, described as pretty grindy, but also PvP and multiplayer. With an official release last month, the game is still very much alive. Players take on the part of Harlow, who lives with the Dreamers, adoptive family, on the surface. Monsters and humans coexist, but something isn't quite right. Don't forget also employs some mechanics from Deltarune, which has the first chapter available for free right now. This fan game shows off just how much story-driven games can impact gamers. Number 9. BTS and YA BTS, aka Endless Sands. Undertale will turn 5 in September, so celebrate by having a bad time. Enter Bad Time Simulator and yet another Bad Time Simulator by Jozang. You can play Sans in 3D like this YouTuber does, or play Endless Sands in any internet browser right now. The reimagined boss fight going from 2D to 3D offers a new experience for fans of the original title. Like other classic titles, including Castlevania, Symphony of the Night, Undertale features excellent music that makes every encounter unique. In BTS and YA BTS, the original soundtrack appears as well, so you can create new bad memories of the epic Sans boss fight with great music. Number 8. Disbelief. While still only about 20% completed, many fans in the Undertalk community cannot wait for Disbelief to finish, mainly for its unique depiction of Papyrus. YouTuber Flames at Games is behind the game that has Papyrus judge the player, since this AU has the player take down Sans instead. Papyrus is very powerful, but the way he tries to reason his way into fighting the player has been described as heartbreaking. It adds another dimension to the Papyrus character, and fans can't wait for the completed game to launch. Number 7. Ink Sans. Described by some as the ultimate Sans battle, this one-fight-only fan game has the player trying to go for a genocide run whilst being thwarted by not one, but many different Sans characters. Each Sans that joins the fight adds new challenges for the player, from lasers to cleavers to bones and more. The only gripe some fans have about it is that there is only one song for the fight. Be warned, it is for gamers who want an extreme challenge. If you enjoyed the video so far, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Having said that, let's jump right back in. Number 6. Undercards. If fans don't want a multiplayer experience, but still want an Undertale-inspired game with different mechanics, look no further than Undercards. Available on their website and even on the Google Play Store, Undercards employs characters, items, and more from the original game. This is also one of the most supported and popular fan games by far, with support for community chat and friends lists. There is even a ranked mode with monthly seasons and rewards. Number 5. Dustale. A favorite amongst fan games, Dustale imagines a dark future for the monsters where Chara has initiated an endless genocide run. The player cannot control the humans' actions and must watch as Chara slaughters all in her path. But the story isn't so bleak. Sans remembers it all, and he wants to stop the cycle. The inversion of the lore with the faithful level of remaking also includes a reimagining of the classic soundtrack for even more atmosphere. Number 4. Understory. Some fans have described Undertale as one of the hardest games ever. Others who might skip games like Dark Souls will favor this fan game that focuses more on lore with a little twist on the fighting mechanic from the original game. Like Horror Tale, and don't forget, Understory features a human player character in a setting post a true pacifist Undertale run. The story also features a human other than Frisk or Chara. However, humans and monsters are still at war with each other. As a young boy named Nick, the player falls into the underground to find that monsters have lost faith in all humans. To quote Fred the Gladiolus, in this world, it's kill or be killed. Number 3. Unfair Undyne. Joe Zhang didn't stop with BTS and YA BTS when it comes to Undertale fan games. Though she might have become queen this time, Undyne still calls the shots here. Available from your browser, this fun rhythm game offers a challenge players can take on whenever and wherever. Be aware that, as other gamers have noted, it can get frustrating. After all, the player only has 4 health regardless of the game level. With the original Undertale having made the jump to Switch a while ago, gamers can keep their fingers crossed for these titles, which should be joining Undertale soon. Number 2. Dylan Tale. Though development on this fan game is not ongoing, it remains one of the most notable and favorite among fans. Dylan Tale takes a page from the slice-of-life genre in that the player controls Dylan, a yellow blob who desperately needs to get an A+ to get his mom off his back. It still includes pacifist and genocide runs, but instead of monsters and humans, the world has failures and not failures. With many traits that make it unique, Dylan Tale reminds people why indie games can explode into cult classics overnight. See all the blobby goodness and test anxiety in YouTuber Links 4's video. Number 1. Undertale Green. In this prequel fan game, the human soul of kindness named Cody falls into the underground much like Frisk does. He must aid Undyne in figuring out why this mysterious virus is spreading throughout the monsters. With 5 chapters in total, Chapter 3 of Undertale Green released in April of this year. But in a big difference from the original game, monsters bleed upon genocide. The developers have said that this has plot relevance in future chapters. With that, we come to the end of today's informative video. Which of the games on our list is your favorite? Are there any good games we missed out on worthy of being put on this list? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to join in next time for more of such interesting yet informative content. Goodbye.